No.
I can't call them if you don't open the door.
Why can't you?
Because I will not put my...
Use your phone. It's in your lap right there.
I just don't want to put my hands down. I'm really sorry. I'm just...
You just look at wrong.
No. I've just seen way too many videos of problems.
But you're not black. Remember, we only kill black people. Yeah, we only kill black people, right? All the videos you've seen, have you seen white people get killed? You have. Yeah.
I've known Lieutenant Abbott for a number of years, and I've always perceived him to be an honorable man, but he made a mistake. I don't know what's in his heart, but I certainly know what came out of his mouth, and it's inexcusable, and we have to take appropriate action. The recommendation is to terminate his employment from the Cobb County Police Department, and certainly there's a process that we will have to go through in order to do that, but we are certainly moving forward with that process. I've already said that in no context can I tolerate this type of language, and so I don't really think that we can sit here and justify any type of language when the verbiage is what we heard on that video.
Some people say, well, they're soft on crime. No, they're not soft on crime. They're pro-crime. They want crime. They want crime because they want to take over what you got. They want to control what you have. They want reparation because they think the people that do the crime are owed that. Bull.
Getting back to Marquise, I told Danny, if you want to cut a deal and if you want to make like boss moves, I would go after the airport. He goes, I love that idea. I said, tell Marquise,
So
go take it from his friend.
Don't go
after. Leave him alone. Go get the airport from his little brother, that little bitch Bonnet. I go, where's what Bonnet? I said, Bonnet thinks he's black. That guy don't think he's black. I go, he thinks he's black. I go, the same thing.
This kid is.
He goes, why are they so close? No idea.
He's from Massachusetts. This kid don't want to hear this kid.
Lo trae así during Black History Month, lo lleva al council y lo pone acá en el, remember, lo trae, it's an accessory. When we do the MLK parade.
Just like when
they used to have those statues in plantations.
Yeah, and then when Nuri brings her little yard bag or the Louis Vuitton bag, and like some
negrito, like on the side, and lo trae, ¿verdad? You sit next to it, you don't have to say. For MLK, for the parade that Herb used to organize, and we need all the council who wanted to join Herb on the float, because he used to do a whole float to be nice. Bonnie would be like, hey, Nuri, are you going to the MLK? Well, Herb invited me, I'll go. Okay, I'm bringing whatever the kid's name is. I'm like, it's like the oddest thing. It's like black and brown on this float. And then there's this white guy with this little black kid who's misbehaved. Este niño has they're not doing, the kid is bouncing off the effing walls on the float, practically tipping it over. There's nothing you can do to control him. Parece changuito. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm over here trying to parent this kid. I'm like, you can't do that. I said no. And Mike is like, I'm like, you're not teaching your kid anything. It's me and Karen Bass on the float trying to check this little kid. Me, Karen Bass, y la esposa de Marquise, Carrie. And we're all looking at each other because we're the three women on the floor. Like, this kid's gonna tip us over. Because he's literally hanging on the rails.
We can't let him off because the spectators will beat his ass.
Yeah.
They're raising him like a little white kid, which I was like, this kid needs a beat down. Like, let me take him around the corner and then I'll bring him back.
Yeah.
¿Se me entiendes? Ven para acá.
It's a pinch.
Yeah. So anyways, getting back to redistricting.
Now at 6, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office has now launched an internal investigation into a top-ranking sergeant who used senior with Tarek Minor. This comes after the Police Protect's I-Team exposed racist tweets that local pastors said the officer posted on social media. Since our report yesterday, a new tweet targeting the LGBTQ community has surfaced.
News4Jax is asking both Jacksonville Sheriff candidates how they would address any kind of prejudice when it comes to police. News4Jax I-Team investigator Tarek Minor broke this story and joins us now with their answers. Tarek?
So I invited both candidates for
Sheriff, both TK Waters and Lakeisha Burton for a sit-down interview today to talk about the issue of race and how in some instances it affects the way that police officers interact with the public. TK Waters declined the sit-down interview and issued a written statement instead. Lakeisha Burton agreed to meet me in person and says if police do prove that the gang unit sergeant did indeed make those posts, it's her opinion that he should no longer be able to wear a police uniform. JSO Gang Unit Sergeant Douglas Howell was seen here standing front and center on Monday in support of Sheriff's candidate TK Waters in a political event at the Fraternal Order of Police. News4Jax has learned JSO is conducting an internal investigation surrounding at least 3 social media posts. They include this post where Howell appears to disparage Boy and Girl Scouts at Jacksonville's Pride Day parade, writing, "This is absolutely infuriating. These people are sick and demented." Another tweet from the same Twitter handle at DPH_78 writes, "America has 3 problems: marijuana abuse, and black people."
I was appalled. You know, as a mother, a black woman with 3 black sons, I thought immediately that is not a police officer that I want my sons to encounter. But in reality, the police officer has the right to a fair and impartial investigation to determine if, in fact, there's legitimacy to this complaint.
Lakeisha Burton says if she becomes Jacksonville's next sheriff, she'll implement more diversity training and call for more accountability. She's also criticizing TK Waters for not doing an on-camera interview about this story.
He's running to be the top cop. I think that he needs to stop sending written correspondences and talk to the people that he's wanting to be the sheriff over. So I think that it's important right now for us to address these tough issues head on publicly, so the voters will know what type of sheriff they're going to get.
Waters did issue this statement today to News4Jax, writing, "There's no place for racism or discrimination in the JSO, and I will not tolerate it as your next sheriff. While it is important that the sheriff's office complete their investigation into this situation, I find these alleged posts deeply disturbing. They subvert JSO's efforts to improve trust, and they undermine our officers' ability to build bridges throughout Jacksonville." News4Jax caught up with Sergeant Douglas Howell after TK Waters' campaign event. Here's what he said when I asked him about his Twitter page.
Did you tweet this stuff? You're gonna have to go through this PIO. Okay, you see that? There's some passages that said that the stuff that you tweeted was kind of racist or racially insensitive. Okay, this is the last question I'm gonna ask you though. It's the 3 biggest problems. You said one of them was black people.
If we find officers who have these type of ideologies and belief systems, those are officers that should not be wearing this uniform.
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office issued a statement about the allegations and the ongoing internal investigation. Sheriff Ivey writing in part, "Our goal during the process will be to ensure a complete and accurate investigation is conducted with all the available information. I want to ensure that any potential discipline levied for identified violations of policy is as inclusive as possible and that all applicable posts are captured prior to this decision being made. As such, I've reached out to the local media outlets who initially ran the story. I've asked them to provide any information they have in their possession or is received at a later date." Sheriff Ivey also told me in a phone call today that the level of discipline for violating JSO's social media policy in the past has ranged from suspension to termination. Kent, Joy, thank you.
What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out on this beautiful Saturday night. Doing pretty good myself. I thought before we get to this particular subject right here with Kyrie Irving, that I would show you guys some real examples of anti-Shemitism. Not Semitism, but Shemitism, okay? See, there's your hate speech. You understand? There's all of the things that the fakes say that's happening to them that's not. You see what I mean? That's what it all boils down to. You know, and I know what they're doing here. You know, they really want to get things to where if we say that we are the true Jew, you know, ancient Hebrew Jew, that's going to be considered hate speech And what's going to happen, they're going to start treating anybody that makes a video saying that, just like they did with people who talked about the venom. You understand what I'm saying? That was distributed all over this particular globe. You understand? See, first Kanye West, now Kyrie Irving here, you know. As you can see, they are very upset because Kyrie Irving says, you better stop lying to your people, Europe and America. You better stop feeding BS to the innocent children of Yahweh. The original people are returning, and this time Yahweh will intervene at every corner of the earth. And again, it's all about truth. Now this man is being, basically, attacked because he spoke the truth about what's going on. They even got mad at him because he made a reference to the movie. Well, it's a documentary on Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America. Okay, he tweeted on Friday night. Brooklyn Next Guard tweeted, you know what I mean, an Amazon Prime video, link. But this was back in 2018 when he did it. I come up with this particular situation right here, and they are angry with this particular thing, what he just said about, what you see before you, what I just read. Okay. But that film uncovers the true identity of the children of Israel and unearths what Islam, Judaism, and Christianity has covered up for centuries in regard to the true biblical identity of the so-called Negro in this movie packed with tons of research. See, I'm telling you, hey, the Most High already prophesied this in Baruch 2. I think it's verse 5, if I'm not mistaken, about his people, how we are a stiff-necked people, but we will come to know who we are in a land that's not ours. Okay, basically something like that. I'm paraphrasing. Okay, and so basically they angry about this. But to continue with this article, a net spokesperson told the New York Post the Brooklyn Nets strongly condemn and have no tolerance for promotion of any form of hate speech. Okay, we believe that in these situations, our first actions must be open, honest dialogue. We thank those, including ADL, Anti-Defamation League, who have been supportive during this time. According to the Rolling Stone, the film is based on the 2015 book of the same name, and several passages of the book have been proven false. And that's a lie. See, these fact checkers, well, they full of it anyway. The fact checkers. Naturally, they're going to always say the truth is a lie. Okay, this is what they do. The truth is a lie. By their standards, this is what they always say, but it's not true. Okay? So now they are coming at Kyrie Irving, okay, for telling the truth, and they will consider it hate speech, just like either one of us that come on here and uncover the truth, and tell the people. You understand? They're going to say it's hate speech, okay, and that's basically what it all boils down to. But when the Most High comes and confirms everything that has been written in the Word, in His Word, of that Bible, which so many other so-called black people are against, then there'll be no denying. You understand? Because then that's when they're gonna bow. That's when they're gonna bow. And ain't no getting out of all of this stuff that they've been doing. Ain't no getting out of it. So you are not going to cover up the truth of what the Most High has already written. Everything is, right on schedule. And that's just what it is, This is something that I just wanted to bring you guys, about Kyrie Irving and the rest of the real anti-Shemitism. And I said Shemite, not Semite. You know, I don't know what a Semite is. Okay? I want you guys to tell me what you think about this particular situation right here. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And people, please remember to live your life as though we're being watched, simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.